What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. In this one, we are going to be talking about how to become a man of principle, all right? And the reason why I'm making this video is because so many men feel lost in life. I get that DM every single day. Brandon, I feel so incredibly lost. And I like to say that, man, life is a wave. And you can either learn to surf it or you can get crushed by it. There are two different ways to surf the wave that is life. Number one, you need to become a man on a mission. All right, I've made a video about that. If you haven't checked my How to Become a Man on a Mission video, I definitely recommend giving it a watch. And you can also become a man of principle, and that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Mission has to do with having clear goals, a passion, and living with purpose, all right? That's what being a man on a mission means. Being a man of principle means that you have rules that you follow that you do not deviate from. You simply don't do it. You live by a certain set of rules, all right? And you need to figure out exactly which rules you are going to live by. It is going to dictate your life. What rules are you going to set in place for yourself to hold yourself accountable? It's an incredibly important question that most men don't ask themselves. Young men grow up in a household where there's often rules, and then they go off and then they start to live by themselves at 18, 19, 20 years old. They get their own place and they don't establish rules for themselves. No wonder they feel so lost. No wonder life feels so chaotic. Implementing these rules can help implement the structure and discipline that you need in order to continue to succeed at life, in order to feel like you have that purpose and that passion. So here are a list of the rules that I personally live by, and maybe some of them can help you out as I go through them. Number one, I don't have sex before marriage. I'm celibate, I'm 24 years old. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't skip the gym. Every single day, I make sure to get my workout in. I don't lend money to anyone. This is a big one. A lot of friends come to me, they say, "Hey Brandon, can I borrow some money?" No. It's against my principle. If they ask why, it's because I live by a set of rules. I tell myself things are going to get messy if I give somebody money, so I don't do it. That is a rule that I have decided to live by. I don't lie. I tell the truth. I'm honest, even when it hurts. I don't watch porn. I don't jerk off. I don't watch TV. I don't eat garbage. I don't take out loans. I pay in full for everything. I don't like being in debt. It's part of my principle. People will say, "Brandon, why don't you pay off your Hellcat, over a long period of time? Why don't you buy your truck with payments?" Because I don't like taking out loans. I prefer to pay in cash. I pay up front. If I don't have the money to buy it, I simply don't buy it. I live below my means. Far below my means. In fact, I try to live off of 3% of what I make. That goes towards my living expenses. The rest gets put away. Savings. It makes things comfortable. It makes you able to live in peace. If I ever get to a place where I am living above my means, it will be very, very difficult to downgrade that standard of living. And so I'm slowly increasing my means as time goes on, as my earning increases. I don't skip my cardio. I don't go to bed too late. That is a very important one. For men, your willpower starts to dwindle late at night. It's when most men end up breaking the promises that they make to themselves when that willpower is low. So I go to bed. I don't wake up late. When you wake up late, you are automatically not keeping the promise to yourself that you are going to remain productive. I don't skip prayer in the morning. I don't skip church on Sundays. I don't hire people that don't work incredibly hard. I simply don't work with lazy people. People will ask me for a job. I say, no, sorry, I do not work with lazy people. It's part of my principle. It's part of my rules. I don't work with people that don't share my morals, my beliefs. I don't go places that are going to corrupt my soul. I don't hang out with friends that make me complacent. I don't date unbelievers. I simply don't do it. People ask you why. You say, because I don't. It's part of the code. It's part of the principle. Do you start to see how this is almost like a shield that you can use in your life? And when people ask you, why don't you do these things? You say, oh, I've already thought about it. It's part of my principle. It's not one of those, just because. You can just simply say, I already thought about it. I built up rules that I live by, and it breaks the code. I don't do it. I don't date unbelievers. I don't talk bad about myself, negative self-talk. I don't talk down on myself. I do not gossip. I do not get involved with drama, period. End of story. Cut it all out. People who are trying to get me involved with drama, don't respond. Not taking part in that at all. I don't listen to people that I don't respect. Sorry, you have to make me respect you before I'm going to listen to you. If you want to go, make yourself worthy of my respect, great, then I will listen to you. But as of right now, I'm not going to listen to you because I don't respect you. It's part of the code. Don't half-ass my work. I give it my all. I do it all for the glory of God. I don't procrastinate. I don't sit there thinking about what needs to be done. I do it. It's something that takes a lot of practice. A lot of people like to take different things that distract them from what they actually need to do. I face life head on. I face all of the tasks that I have to complete head on. Being a man of principle means not doing a lot of things. All right? It means holding these things in place even when you feel like deviating from them. And people say, oh, but that's so restrictive. That's such a restrictive way to live life. Live a little bit. That's when you can look back at them and you say, no. It's not a part of the code. I choose principle. I choose to be a man that abides by rules that I have preset for myself in order to keep my life, my house, in order. Like I said, there were rules in the house when you were growing up. That's when you seem to know, have a sense of purpose of where things were going, and then you went out on your own. And you wonder why you feel so lost? Come back to these rules, my son. This is where true freedom lies. In carving out what your values are, in carving out the things that you just simply do not do. Now, if someone doesn't like it, you say to them, too bad. You can leave. Be unapologetic about it. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you decide to not do something, that you decide to live by a certain principle, they can remove themselves from your life. People always tell me, oh, I don't like your content. I find your content offensive. You shouldn't have said this, or you shouldn't have said this bad cuss word. I say, the unfollow button is free. You do not need to watch my content. Practice not caring. It's legitimately a superpower. And you need to figure out exactly what your core values and beliefs are so that you can live by them. Most people don't even know what they are. It's very difficult to come up with a list like this when you have no foundation, when you don't even know what the values and beliefs are that you hold. Another part of being a man of principle is doing what's right, not what is easy. And this often means taking the less convenient path, the less comfortable path. You say, no, I don't do that because it's wrong. I'm going to stick with what is right. Number 3, being honest, like I talked about earlier, telling people how it is. Number 4, keeping your word, even when it hurts. And not only keeping your word to others, but keeping the word that you have to yourself. Keeping the promises that you make to yourself. setting boundaries and then having the courage to enforce them. A lot of people will set boundaries, but then when other people, it doesn't really matter. They like to try to create as much gray area as possible. When you set boundaries, enforce them. Don't let your line in the sand that you have drawn be moved. Choose responsibility over blaming others. Take full responsibility for things. Even the things in your life that were like out of your control, find the aspects of it that were in your control. Choose to take responsibility for it. Number 7, surround yourself with iron. Iron sharpens iron. Don't hang out with the losers. Hang out with the people that are bringing you up. Hang out with the people that are refreshing to your soul, who sharpen you, who make you better, who make you want to work harder. Number 8, learn to live for something greater, all right? This is going to be the foundational principle that I'm going to end things on. Because what this means, to learn to live for something greater, is it means that you have to fully submit to something. It sounds kind of backwards, but that's what this entire video is about. This entire video is about not doing all of these things, choosing to live by certain principles, which is why learning to live for something greater means full submission to God. Full submission to God. You tell him, lead me. Let your will be done. Please give me the narrow path to walk. Put a collar around my neck and drag me to where you want me to be. That is how you need to live life. That full submission to your God looks like walking the narrow path, living by principle, because this is what is hard. This is what is difficult. And I don't have all of the answers. I'll be the first to tell you. I can't tell you exactly how to go about living your life, but what I can tell you is that this entire video is clearly opposed to the idea that is currently promoted by our current culture. So if culture is promoting it, you should probably go in the opposite direction. Become a man of principle, live by a code, submit yourself to God. Tell him that you are a tool that he can ultimately use to bring about his kingdom. That is what makes you a man of principle. That is your foundation. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Drop a like down below if you enjoyed. Drop a singular thumbs up in the comment section if you watched all the way to the end of this video, because if you did, that means you have an awesome attention span. Props to you, and I will see you guys all in the next video.